Colton, what are you doing? You should be doing homework right now. Notification gang. Crazy. Alright, Bill. Just a disclosure before we get things going. I was a little behind getting in here and everything today. I'm also on call for work tonight, unfortunately. So if I get a call midstream, I will have to leave. But we're just going to play as if that's not going to happen. So I just need to change some of these. We got Titan here now. Yeah, I know. It's not ideal. That's for sure. I had to cover all weekend. It's been sucky. Yeah, excited for the White Lion level 2. Should be much more action-packed than last week. Not 3 ends. Vinny. Okay, so we got Vinny and... Okay, perfect. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of seems like it's got that card glitch again already. Yeah, last week was kind of fun. It was unique, that's for sure. Wonder if Titan's caught up yet. If he's gonna be here for it live. Okay, let's make sure loadouts are good here. Not quite. So this looks good. What is he missing? Oh, we're gonna take the stone nose out, put the clawhead arrow in, and then we're actually gonna switch this out for the pickaxe. The bone axe, nope, not bone axe. Bone pickaxe, there we go. Okay, that's Titan. Bill should be good, Lucky will be good. We'll need to take this off Vinny. No, we did settlement phase. We did all that, we're good. Vinny gets the bone sickle instead of dried acanthus. Okay. Vinny won't be here tonight. Dang it. That is a bummer. Let's send this to the shelf. And we did decide that we were doing White Lion. Level 2. Yeah, Bill's got crazy range now. He's OP. Where's our lion at? Is he already on the table somewhere? Am I just blind? I don't see our white lion. Maybe he's in the... There he is, archived. Silly lion. Let's go ahead and set up Showdown for level 2. Okay. We do need to grab those special hunt events real quick. Herb gathering, mineral gathering. So we're going to replace this one. And then we'll replace this one, I suppose. Where does our lion start? Oh, shoot, that might not have set up. Oh, no, it did. It's got a lion. So our lion will start check on those resources real quick. Do we have anything perfect in our storage? Yeah, perfect height, perfect organ. So those were... Characters do have full gear grids. I did do that in some off time to save us some time. So he's on the step after Overwhelming Darkness. Right there. Just take one survivor over there to keep track of everybody. We're going to move these grass knobs to be a little more useful for us. And then we need to get a giant stone face. I don't know where those cards just went. They should have all that set up. Bill, we will have to double check to make sure, but they should be good. That's all set. Need to take all these cards, set them off to the side. Oh, we probably should get that monster tooth necklace in there somewhere. Okay. It should be good. I don't even know if we have any stone noses, honestly. So Lucky has that monster grease, but instead of dried acanthus, now he has... Oops. That... Where is it? Oh, monster tooth necklace is probably... Yeah, organ grinder. Okay. Alright. All the gear grids are set. Let's go ahead and depart our survivors. Okay. So departure bonuses are applied, but let's go through. We have to do the specific armor stuff. So Bill's already maxed out on survival. We get 2 temporary evasion. Oh, you have the Twilight Sword. I forgot. Rough. Depart, gain 2 insanity. Ooh, you're insane. Okay. Make sure you have... Yep, you got 5 armor everywhere. Now Titan should have 2 armor everywhere. Good. Clawhead arrow. Okay, we get to temporary evasion for the vest. Depart, gain a survival. Finny should have 3 armor everywhere. Perfect. 1 temporary luck. But here comes the insanity. Oh, he should have 4 everywhere, I think, for Vinny, because of the shield. Not sure it'll matter too much for this situation, but we'll move him for you. So he should have 4 at every armor location. Oh, it's because I don't have Screaming Armor selected. Okay, plus 1 temporary luck. There's on arrival, not departure. Good, good, good. Perfect. And Lucky should be good. We haven't changed him. So he does not get the temporary movement, but he does get the 1 temporary strength for that. We need to find a way to make it 2. So a temporary evasion and a temporary strength. And that's it. But Lucky's already got 7 movement, so he does not need that. Movement. Any word on your gambler's chest, Bill? Probably nothing. They're pretty slow with that crap. Okay. We are good to go. Let's get this underway. Yeah, I think we need to keep both Qatars for that extra speed. Alright, so Bill's going to reveal our first hunt event, which is Lion Sculpture. A crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors, decorated with small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dried tall grass. Their quarry's sculpture confounds the survivors. The survivors gaze at the arrangement, attempting to glean the substance of the White Lion's bizarre inhuman intelligence. Each survivor gains an understanding and an insanity. So we all gain an understanding and all gain an insanity. Now we have to roll a random hunt event. Alrighty. Same as, so the white dice will represent the tens and the black will represent the ones place. First hunt event of the night. 16. 16 is Night Terrors. Your miserable sleep is plagued with mind-bending nightmares. Each survivor rolls a d10. If the result is greater than their insanity, they learn something and gain an understanding. Otherwise, they gain a random disorder. If any survivor is a savior or has extra sense, they disappear into the dream, emerging hours later for Hunt XP. Yikes. Gain a random disorder? That sucks. Alright. Because I think all our insanities are crazy. Bill automatically gets a disorder. Lucky, Titan. Okay, Titan and Vinny should each be fine. So we'll start at the bottom here. We'll start for Vinny first. 5, so he gets an understanding, which is actually huge. Because he just hit insight. Let's go ahead and go to that. So this happened during the hunt phase. So he gets explore. Dang. It's alright. And we get to, oops, roll a random hunt event. Let's get that 10 right here. Ooh, wow. That's still awesome. That's gotta be something good. 8 through 9 gain a permanent accuracy. Sweet. Okay. +1 permanent accuracy. Alright, and then let's go for Titan now. 5, so he does get that understanding, which is going to hit insight for him as well. So he gets Explorer. And let's see if we can pull out another super high. 7. I think that's just short of the permanent accuracy. 3 survival and 3 insanity. That'll max him out. Okay. Let's go back to our hunt event page. Unfortunately, there's really no point in rolling for Bill, but we will roll for Lucky, just in case we can get that 7+. Never know. Ooh, 6. So close. Okay, so Bill and Lucky each get random disorders. Let's see what we got here. You cannot activate or depart with axes, swords, spears, daggers, scythes, or katars in your gear grid. Ooh. That's not good for our swordsman. Did our new... Alright, I guess we'll have to do some nightmare training for sure to get rid of that. We can't have that. At least it doesn't affect us for this hunt. Sorry about that, Chief. I agree, we do have to get rid of that. And then Lucky. Come on. No, I don't think that's true, Bill. Immortal. When you're insane, convert all damage dealt to your hit locations to brain damage. You're so busy reveling in your own glory, you cannot spend survival while insane. Okay. I don't think that's true because I read it as rule of the card right here. And all it says is you cannot activate. Oh, activate or depart. Ugh. Yeah, so you're going to be. Well, Bill's going to be about useless on this fight. We'll have to. Guess we can use the Twilight Sword because it's not. Or a shield. You can attack with the shield. Twilight Sword isn't considered a sword, right? Or it'd be in the keyword. So, I guess we could try and hit with the Twilight Sword. Okay, that ends that event. That was not the best. Our next event revealer will be Lucky. Aromatic Breeze. The hungry lion sniffs the survivor's musk on the wind. Move the white lion one space towards the survivors on the hunt board. Cool. We could avoid overwhelming darkness. And we have to roll another random. What do we got? 48. 48, 48. That one almost sounds familiar. Have we had that one? We haven't. Death Wager. Oh, it's the gambler. The gambler himself. Very cool. The survivors are awoken by a traveler hidden in a deep cloak. The traveler pulls back its hood and reveals a deformed face with two chins curving away from each other, each with its own grinning mouth. In a dreamlike state, the survivors all understand this entity is known as the gambler, and if they speak, they will die. Until this event is completed, only the event revealer may speak. If any other player speaks, their survivor turns cold, dead. The survivor must play the gambler's game or be trapped with him forever. Each survivor rolls a d10. Interesting. Okay, so this is an investigate table. So who all has Explorer? 1, 2, not you, and you. So Bill, Titan, and Vinny all get to, is it add 2 to the roll result? Start with Bill first. 3, 4, 5. You do not lose, nor do you win. Play again if you wish. If you do, roll on this table. So let me ask you, Bill. With our explorers, couldn't we technically just roll on this table until we hit 10 plus? Because if we're adding +2 every time, we can't roll a 1. So couldn't we technically just roll and roll and roll and roll until those three all get a permanent +1 luck? Oh, you're right. It isn't an investigate table. Well, that's weird. How do you get more than 10? How do you get 10 plus? Interesting. Okay. Well, then in that case, I think we're just going to take the nothing happens and move on. You can get gear. Okay, cool. So Bill moves on. What about Lucky? Oh, Lucky with the 9. So 9 doesn't help. It's only a 10. Okay, but nothing happens. Now Titan and Vinny. Titan and Vinny. Titan first. Oh no. Bill, I gotta blame you for that one. For putting it in the chat. You can't be typing, you can't be putting stuff into existence like that. He's definitely dead. The gambler reaches out and scoops up your dice. As they vanish within a fold of his cloak, you feel all traces of air leave your lungs. You're unable to draw another breath. Dead. Dead is Titan. We'll have to create a new Titan next year. Yeah, you have to roll with each survivor. Each survivor rolls a d10. So that's going to make this fight a little bit harder. Gambler story event, and he's dead. I think we get 2 for that. Okay, and then Vinny. Four. Thank goodness. Yeah, luckily it was the bowman, which sounds horrible. But if it was like one of our melee guys, I don't think we'd be able to beat this lion. It's a bummer. That's depressing. I wish that was an investigate table. It would have been easy to farm. Okay. It's the end of that event. We're now on to our first random hunt event. Even though all of these have been random hunt events, basically. 43. If it would have been 48 again, I would have cried. 43. Fresh kill. A carpet of skittering bugs points the survivors to a freshly killed monster. The scavenging insects try to defend their dinner, but the survivors fight them off to claim the prize. Each survivor rolls 2d10 and adds their hunt XP. The highest scoring survivor slays the most vermin and wins the putrid prize for themselves. They gain a random basic resource and a random vermin resource. I mean, that's probably going to be... Okay, so we'll do Bill first, I guess. That's good until you... So 13, so 20 for Bill. It's good until you pull a vermin resource that if you're insane you consume it and then you die. 8, 14, 21, and Vinny cannot get that high. So Lucky gets a random basic resource. And a random vermin resource. Yeah, but did you see we just rolled a 1 on the last death table, so... Where are our vermin? Oh, there it was. Let's see what our random one is for Lucky, who is insane. Lucky gets the crab spider. You can consume to archive this and gain 3 survival. Cool. It's technically his too. Alright. That one wasn't too bad. On to our next one, which brings us back to Bill for our event revealer. Yep. Where did our black die go? Okay, next hunt event. 100. Oh boy. 100. Can't you get the Thunder Maul here if you have the key or whatever? No, I don't have the key. It is what it is. Oh, it's Portcullis that needs you need the key, the Portcullis key. An enormous metallic sound rings out from a distance. All survivors are electrified with dread. They suffer 2 brain damage, which is going to be okay for everybody. Thank goodness. Whoops. Okay. The survivors may follow the sound, otherwise they panic and retreat to the opposite direction in this event and move the survivors 2 spaces back on the hunt board. Each survivor gains a courage and gingerly approaches the sound's origin. As they travel, they pass the shattered corpses of strange beasts. So we'll give everybody a courage, because we're definitely doing this. Bill achieved bold. Really? Bill wasn't super courageous, huh? Let's go to bold real quick. That's not the one I want. Bold. So this is happening during the hunt phase, so you get prepared. Okay. Let's see if we can't get you... I'd rather have an 8 through 9 for the strength on this. Nice! Yeah, bingo. +1 permanent strength for old Billiam. Puts you up to 6 permanent strength. That's pretty wild. Okay, now let's go back. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Should we get a fresh dice? Should we get a fresh dice? That's the question here, Bill. Okay. I'm going to move both these off. None of these count. We're going to grab this one as the freshie. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Pretty big roll, honestly. Ah! A 5. Okay. Oh, yeah, whoops. That might change. If any survivor has 3+ understanding, they follow the trail of corpses. Which we do. I mean, we all do. Arriving at the massive anvil, the survivors see a giant one-eyed knight. The event revealer rolls a d10, which was Bill. Bill is the event revealer. And we got a 5. So the knight approaches the survivors. In an instant, it chops off a random survivor's ear. They gain a bleeding token. Then it strikes the anvil, blinding the survivors with a churning wall of sound. When they open their eyes, the knight is gone, and the steel sword and steel shield, rare gear, rest in its place. The group divides the gear between them. I mean, no complaints. Where's our rare gear at? Is it out here? It is. Steel. There they are. Shield and sword. Okay. Well, none of us have room for these. So if we use them, they'd have to replace something. Which there's no point in having Bill use the sword because he can't swing it. Is it actually better than the scrap sword? Kind of? Oh, it's got killer accuracy. And it's sharp. So if it's sharp, then it's also crazy. I don't really want to give it... I don't really see the point right now. I guess we can... No, they're dead. So that definitely doesn't matter. We could have Vinny be... I know it says he's axe proficient, but we could definitely switch to a sword. I think that's probably the better choice, to switch to a sword. It'll be a better weapon. I gotta add those first. Storage, gear, rare gear, steel shield, and steel sword. So, yeah, because he's a low age, we can't get him that proficiency yet. We can at least just give it to him now to use for this go around, and then we can sort that out. We might want to bring, since Titan's dead, I don't know. We can reevaluate that. Yeah, we got this. Rare gear, steel sword. The shield is really good. So it's -3 movement, which is okay. Because Bill has 6 movement. Is that right? So we could give it to Lucky and he wouldn't hardly feel it. But spend an activation or survival to ignore a hit. It's got 6 strength, which is pretty crazy. I'm not going to incorporate it into their gears right now, though, the sword. Or the shield. I think I'm going to wait on that. So we'll just take it back with us. Right? We can do that. You have to discard it? Oh, that's so stupid. Well, I guess we'll have to get rid of a monster grease. Sucks. But it's the easiest to replace. So that, rare gear, steel shield. Yeah, but then Vinny's movement drops down to like 3. 2. 2 movements, so he won't ever be attacking. And then Lucky's movement has to be temporarily reduced. 3 because of that dang thing. Okay, that was interesting. I think I've only ever rolled that once. It's kind of cool. Okay. So, moving on to our last, hopefully last. This will be Lucky's reveal. Did I get rid of Lucky's temporary evasion? I don't think I did, because he lost that monster grease. So we'll flip. Nice, this one's my favorite, honestly. White lion cub. The survivors find a white lion cub. They may choose to slay the cub. If they do, each survivor gains a random basic resource. The event revealer rolls on the table below. So we're gonna do that. We gonna kill that cub. And what do we get? Just a random basic resource. So 4 of those. Nice. We need some love juice out of here. We haven't had love juice forever. Oh, 3. You're right. That sucks. 1, 2, 3. 1 of each. Okay. Now we gotta roll on that table. The event revealer rolls on the table. Which is lucky. Oh, not so lucky, lucky. 1 through 3. The mother lion appears, overcome with grief. Oh, that's a problem. That is actually a big problem. Enraged? Yeah. That is not good for us at all. Let's hope it's still in here. View deck, so it does not. There it is, there's Enraged, perfect. So Enraged starts in play, and then we build AI deck normally, so we are just going to draw this top card and replace it. Draw face down, and it's out of here. It's been replaced with Enrage. And I think that's an extra, is it extra damage? Is in play. +1 damage per monster level. Oh my gosh. +1/+1. And I believe he's already, yeah, he's already got +1. So it's +3 damage on everything. We gotta kill this fool fast. Alright, let's start this strategically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are all gonna be in the bushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want that to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that does need to move a little bit. Right there. Okay. Yeah, we gotta play this with the so I think that the stone pillars is the random terrain. I believe. One tall, oh, so the random terrain was another tall grass and then pillars. Man, I don't like this. And let's refamiliarize ourselves with cunning. At the end of each monster turn, the monster extends its claws. If there are any adjacent survivors, but we can dash out of the way of that. If there are any adjacent survivors, target one at random. Full move, suffers grab. Yeah, we'll need to dash away from that. And we'll need to use your leather, Bill's leather things to be 1 space away. Alright. Lion, what do you got for us here? Grasp. Closest knocked down survivor in range, or closest survivor in range. Someone did get a bleed. And it was the event revealer. Was that lucky? I think it was lucky. So, of course, there's an after damage. Who's got all our evasion? Bill? Bill, I think we're gonna go after you with this. Oh no, Titan. Look, we gotta talk. Titan, this was the maiden voyage of your character, and he was killed by the gambler in the hunt event. We rolled a 1, and Titan died. But we have a survivor back in the settlement that we're ready to change names to, because that wasn't a very great start. So we'll get you back in next year, pal. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna go after Bill here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't you dare what you don't want? You don't want Titan 2? Or like Titan with 2 T's? It was terrible. The odds were horrible. So with this, this is an accuracy of 2 plus. The grass gives you 2 more, so that bumps up to 4 plus. Plus your 3 evasion makes it 7 plus for a hit here. He does get 1 speed though, so it's 2 dice hitting on 7 plus. Oh, 1 hit. When you stream your gambler, avenge me. Don't let me die in vain. We will not let you die in vain. Bill's going to use a survival to dodge this, so that there are no hits. And here's the real question that I have. So this is after damage, right? But if there's no damage, then there's no after damage, right? Because there was no damage received. So that doesn't even take place. No grab. Perfect. That's what I thought. Okay. Now it's to our daring but incredibly on their back feet survivors now. Especially since we lost Titan and that arrow and the cat eye circlet. We are in a scary way. Do we have to dash because of cunning? Yeah, at the end of each monster turn. Oh, we lost our rawhide gear too, which sucks. So Bill is going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spend another survival there. And since he's no longer adjacent, that's where we're going to end the monster's turn. Right? Okay, perfect. So he stays where he is. He doesn't run away because there's no targets for him to grab. He doesn't isolate his prey. Yep, Bill can't use his sword. We lost a bowman. This is going to be gnarly. So we are going to use Fist and Tooth with Bill here. He's got 1 accuracy, but huge strength and some luck. So we're going to need a lot of luck to win this. Let's get Bill in there first since he's right here. So he'll move 1. And he'll attack with Fist and Tooth. You think? Just in case there's a reflex? Okay, we'll do that with Lucky then. So Lucky only has a movement of 4 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I'm going to worry about dashing with him quite yet. I don't think we're going to dash. We're just going to attack from the side. Because he's using Lion Beast Guitars. So they have an accuracy of 7 plus with 5 dice. That is the question. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with it. So 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking for those 7s. Oh, we got a lot of them. 9, 9, 9, 10, 7. 5 successful hits. I hope we don't pull the trap right off the rip. 1, 2, 3, 4. No! It was number 5. Oh. There's no way around that, right? He doesn't have +1 evasion or something. Gosh, dang it. Okay. Perform basic action, target the attacker. That's no good. Shuffle those up. Okay. So the White Lion's basic action is 3 to 4 right now. My gosh. Does he have any evasion? No. And no dodge ability. Oh boy. Need a 1. Hey, we got 1. So 2 hits. Worth 4 damage to each spot. Of course! Of course they both go to the body. Why wouldn't they? Oh my gosh. We're already on the severe injury table for Lucky. I understand that's why you need a Canthus, but we're trying to make room for everything in just a tiny little gear grid. Oh, Bill. Body shot. 7. 7 on the body is ruptured spleen. A vicious body blow. Skip next hunt. Gain 2 bleeds. Wait, whoa. Pause. Pause, 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 pause. So because we have Immortal, when you're insane, convert all damage dealt to your hit locations to brain damage. You cannot... So does that just mean only one of those would go here? To Insanity? Or does it take all 4? Would it take a whole attack because he received it while he's insane? No. So did I do it right here? I know he takes some to insanity damage, right? He has 4 insanity. And we just got hit for 8. So does that actually turn into a... No crit? Not sure what you mean. No severe. Okay. So we take 4 insanity damage. And then do we take 4 from here? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. It's a nice little clarification. Okay, so that's the end of the trap. That sucks. That was just a freaking trap. So I don't love that Lucky's right in his face, but I don't really want to dash and surge. I guess we can. So we'll dash. Oh, but then he's going to suffer grab. So, but couldn't he technically dash when the lion's turn starts? Because doesn't the new round start with a lion? Like, doesn't the lion's turn start a new round? So, isn't that how it works? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Because the lion goes first, so the survivors go, and then their survival gets refreshed at the lion's turn. So I think he can dash because he didn't have to dash in the first round. So dash and surge. And we're hitting on 7 plus with 5 dice. One, two, 3 hits. It's a little more manageable. God. Okay. So I like soft belly. There's nothing there. Don't love that. And don't love that. But that's a wound. He's got 10 strength, 10 toughness, I think. Yeah, I mean, with 4 strength and so 7. So odds are we're not going to be missing these. What does our proficiency get us with guitars? It's probably worth looking at. Need our weapon proficiencies out of here. Do we crit on an 8? I thought we just critted on 9s and 10s. I think we just crit on 9s and 10s. So, specialization. When attacking with a guitar, cancel reactions on the first selected hit location. So we are going to roll on Beast's Brow first, so that we can cancel that wound reaction. Right, they are deadly, which means that they get +1 luck, but he doesn't have any luck. They're deadly, so it goes from 10 down to 9. Right? Oh, I forgot to give the strength and stuff from +2 more temporary strength when attacking with guitars. No, I thought he had luck too, but I don't know what happened, but he doesn't. So we're going to go after this Beast's Brow because we can cancel the reaction on it. No, I rolled 5 dice instead of the 4 because I did remember that. I just didn't put the strength down. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about that wound effect. Okay, let's get after it with soft belly. That's literally the only way we fail. Soft belly, thanks for the hit. And Beast's Ear has a failure. Good for another one. Okay, that was a really roundabout way to score 2 wounds, but in case Lucky lives, he does get his weapon proficiency point. Now we would be at Bill. Bill makes me nervous. So Bill's gonna move over here. So Bill already dashed in the first White Lion turn. So Bill is gonna attack with Fist and Tooth. or the shield. No, we'll do Fist and Tooth. So Fist and Tooth, 2 dice, hitting on 7 plus because we're in the blind spot. 7 plus. 4 and a 2. It's tough with that accuracy. It's just tough. We can surge and try again. Okay. Surge. Looking for that 7. We can no longer block. 9 and a 4. 1 hit. Beast's Heal. Okay. So as long as this is a 1, it is a guaranteed hit. So we just gotta roll and then we'll see if it's... Okay, it's a hit. Because Bill's got 6 strength. Oh, I guess it's not a guaranteed hit, is it? Is that 1 short of hitting? It is a miss. Oh my gosh, we were hitting on 4 plus. Holy crap. We would have hit with the shield, but not with Fist and Tooth. Miss. I thought Bill was at 8 strength for some reason. Okay, now let's try and get Vinny in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't happen to have 6 movement, do they? 5. Does this get him any movement? No. So we'll have to dash. Dash to get into the blind spot for Vinny. Now Vinny is swinging this sword. So he's hitting on 3 plus. Bill can move away for free because of boots. Yep, he can step 1 back. Or we'll put him 1 to the side. So Vinny scores the hit. Now with this sword, it is sharp, which means I believe we get to add 2d10 together for its strength. Pretty sure that's what sharp is. It has been a minute for me though. Right, you get the 1d10 for your attack plus the 1 for sharp. That's what I meant. I said that bad. Gear Special will add 1d10 strength to each wound attempt. So we just have to decide whether we want it first or second because of the crit. We'll do it first. So this is just strictly the sharp strength. 2 is not great, but Vinny has 2 strength. That makes it 4 total. Plus whatever's on it is 5. So we're definitely going to get a hit here for sure. Right, but we still get to roll R. This is where we could crit. 5. Yeah, so plenty. So the 2 plus his 2 is 4. Plus that 5 is 9 plus the sword strength. So we got 14 total. We only needed 10 there. So we are good. No failure. Yeah, that sword is legit. I mean, we were going to surge here for sure because I forgot that Vinny has +2 accuracy as well. So if that sword hits on a 4 plus, blind spot makes it 3 plus, +2 accuracy. It's crazy. 7. Definitely enough to hit. I would love to get a crit. This has a failure. Okay, so this first roll is just for the strength of the weapon. Can't crit on this. So 6, that's huge. 6, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna hit, we're just looking for the crit. Looking for that 10, that 9, 10. 9, 10. 3. Draw this face down. That's, I mean, that's the most we can possibly do with what we have. No, that was on a failure, I believe, Bill. Yeah, so failure, the lion runs forward. So we don't have to worry about that, thankfully, but it is the lion's turn now. Chomp. Closest threat facing in range, nobody. Closest threat in field of view. That's lucky. Oh gosh, and Lucky doesn't have any evasion. Oh. So it's 2 speed. Yuck. Always hits the head. Not good. Lucky can suggest. I know Lucky can dodge. A 2. Use shield. He can't use shield. He can't use a shield, right? Because we surged. So can we spend a survival now to ignore a hit and dodge? Oh, so that's kind of a special. Okay. So Lucky will have to lose 2 survival there for both of those to miss. We're going to be out of survival here real quick because that's the end of this card. But now he's going to do Cunning, so we have to dash. So we got to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a survival from Lucky. He's got that crab spider though. And then Vinny has to go, we'll just go 1. Okay. So that's the end of the dummy's turn. If we can, I mean, we just gotta land all these hits. And Bill not being able to use anything but Fist and Tooth scares me. Let's try Lucky first. We'll move. And we'll swing all 5 of these. We'll be hitting on 6 plus here. Because we're in the blind spot. 6 plus, my heavens. Lots of 2s, lots of 3s. 1 hit. 2, 2, 2, 3. So 1 successful hit with no reflex or anything. Let's see what we got here. We do not want a crit. Oh my gosh. This is the one card in the entire game of Kingdom Death that you do not want to crit. Yeah, you're right. Lucky's dead. Gain a lion testes. I don't know if he'll be okay. I don't know if we can kill the lion that fast. Because he's going to come after him. Persistent injury, lost ding dong. Your attack destroys the white lion's healthy genitals. The monster is livid. The white lion gains 1 damage token. Bonk. Okay, the attacker permanently gains priority target token. The white lion will attack them until the attacker is dead, or the white lion is dead. No exception. So does that doesn't apply for traps too, right? Like if we pull a trap, he doesn't attack Lucky. I don't think. I don't think that's how it works. Like if somebody other than Lucky pulls the trap. I'm thinking White Lion level 2, Vinny. Yep, and we are in a bad way. We lost Titan in the hunt. He's got +3 damage. He's enraged. We just cut his balls off, so he's going to go after Lucky. We were able to snag you a steel sword in the hunt event, though, and you've been making lots of good hits with that, so thank goodness. I think we surge here. I think we surge for the chance to score some more hits. I know it's also intimidating, the idea to draw the trap, but 6+. Spend a survival to surge. One hit again. What a waste of a survival. Beast's Knee. Oh. Does that Qatar specialization, where we can cancel reactions on the first selected hit location, would that count for what we just did? Could we cancel that? No, probably not. I did not take a wound out, but I'll take 2 out here in a second. You ready for this? Crit. Bingo. Let's take 1 out for the nuts. And then see what this does. The White Lion's knee twists unnaturally and shatters. The White Lion gains -1 movement. Not really that big of a deal. Draw face down. I knew it was coming because we haven't had one yet this showdown, so it was bound to happen there. Or I guess that's not true. We haven't had a good crit yet this showdown. Okay. So that's the end. That's all that Lucky can do. Let's try and see what we can make happen with Bill. Bill can't use his sword, so he's got 2 dice hitting on 7+. 1 hit. Okay. With no reflex at all. So Bill's got a strength of 6, which means we will be hitting on 4+ here. Critting on 9 and 10. Hoo-hoo. Oh, baby. The blow lands on the monster's leg. That's all it says. Okay. We're going to spend a survival with Bill to surge. We'll be looking for 7s once again. There is a wound on this. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad wound. 4+ once again. 9-10. Crit. Huge. Critical wound. The force of the blow breaks the White Lion's ribs, weakening it. -1 toughness. So it actually needs a -1 toughness and movement. Okay, so let's get... Oops, that's the wrong pile. Yeah, we are doing good. It's kind of encouraging. Let's draw that face down. If the attacker has 3, oh, I guess that gets canceled, so no big deal. Okay. That's the end of Bill. Bill's going to take the chance to use his leather to step back 1 right here. And then let's get Vinny up in here. Titan died to a gambler story event. It was terrible. If you roll a 1, you die, and I rolled a 1. So Vinny's rolling up. Vinny's using this sword, which has 1 speed, 4+ accuracy, but Vinny has 2 permanent accuracy, so he is hitting on 2+ with the sword. A 3. That's enough. There is a failure on this card. I'm not too worried about it. Vinny's got 2 strength plus the sword makes it 7. And then we get this first dice. So we cannot crit on this first dice. This just adds to our strength. And that adds to the strength because the sword is sharp. Okay, so now this is the roll where we can get a crit. We have more than enough strength already. We're just looking for a crit here. No crit. Discard that. Success. And we're going to surge for sure. Plenty. There's a failure. Okay, this is just for the strength of the sword. We get +1 strength. Okay, so once again, let's go over this. 5, 6, 7. So it's at 8 total strength right now. So we need a 2+ to score the hit. 2+. That'll certainly do it. Ignore effects. This was a huge one to crit on as well. Your attack destroys the white lion's foot. It loses its leverage. The white lion gains -1 movement and a lion claw resource. And now he can't grab us. Yep. Huge roll there. -1 movement. We need the lion claw. Persistent injury, broken foot. Ignore the effects of grab. Yes, please. Did I take an AI away for that? Did you guys see if I did? I don't think I did either. Okay, let's draw face down. Dang, I kind of thought that was going to be the last one. Oh, it's got to be close. Okay. So now we don't have to worry about grab, right? So does this whole cunning card no longer take place? Because he can't grab us. So now it doesn't matter where we end. Useless card. Dang, that's not the last one either. Okay, Bloody Claw. Closest survivor with the most bleeding tokens. That's going to be lucky. It's going to... Oh, it's lucky anyways. Sorry, I forgot about the permanent. Yeah. So... Ugh, 2, 2, and 2. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's actually 2, 2, and 6. I think. Or is it just... No, it's 2, 2, and 5. 2, 2, and 5. Lucky has no evasion. But this grass gives him 2. So it's actually 3 dice. 3 dice, and he's hitting on 4+. Oh my gosh. 3 dice hitting on 4+. We need some misses in here. Oh, 3 hits. Okay, so let's eat this crab spider. to get 3 survival for lucky. We will activate, we'll spend a survival to ignore a hit. We'll dodge, which leaves us with 1 hit. And actually, let's wait and not dodge yet. We gotta dodge once these are rolled so we can choose which one to dodge. So 2 successful hits. What the heck is that? Oh no. Body. Well, we'll dodge one of the bodies. The other one is going to take us to the severe injury table. Target suffers, oh, -1 survival, 2 bleeding tokens. Whoa. Didn't we just give him lost hand? Or no? Broken foot. Okay. So, target. Oh, what do you mean? Dodge them all? How can I dodge them all? You can't dodge more than once. You can use the shield multiple times? Is that true? So you're saying dodge once and ignore 2 hits with the shield? Where do you even check on that? Oh my gosh, Board Game Geek says Steel Shield rules. You may spend as much as you want to ignore as many hits as you want. No limitation. Oh my gosh. That's actually insane. So we were at 4. So I need to spend 3 survival, and they all miss. Yeah, you did, Bill. You did tell me it was awesome. And I was hesitant. That is crazy. And now, since we chopped off and busted his foot, he can't even take us and run. So that's the end of the White Lion's turn. We gotta finish him up here. We'll keep Lucky in the grass, right in his face. I'm gonna move Vinny around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vinny's gonna attack with the steel sword, so he'll be hitting on, technically hitting on 1 plus. 6. With that hit location. Nice. Strike at the monster's throat. This could be big. Come on, Vinny. Okay. So this is not for a critical hit. This is just to add to the strength. Okay, 5. This is the one where we can actually crit. Ooh, it wanted to be so bad. Okay, so it is not a crit, but it is a successful hit. Okay, there we're through the deck. We just got to get through his last, I think it's 3 or 4 here. We're going to surge with Vinny. Spend a survival to surge. To roll that 1 dice, looking for the 1 plus. Oh, you can't talk like that yet, Bill. We can't have it. What have you done? Trap. Clever ploy. Oops is right. Vinny, when you gotta blame somebody, I'm just telling you where to look. Oh no. Attacker is doomed. Perform basic action targeting the attacker, who is also not in the grass. Ooh. Ooh. Basic action consists of 3 dice, 2 accuracy, 4 damage. Do you really think it attacks Lucky? I was wondering about that. Because I know it says it attacks him no matter what, but does it? I think you might be right. I discarded it because I'm a loser. But it does say attacks him no matter what, till he's dead or until the lion's dead. So you might have lucked out. Let's rotate him. Lucky might not have lucked out, but let's see what he can do. Because I don't think... So doomed, you may not spend survival, so we cannot spend the survival to ignore this hit. Unless I'm reading that wrong too. But I don't think I am. So he's going to be hitting on 4+. 2 hits. Yuck. 2 hits, and they've just been living at the body today. Living there. Ah, if they would just be spaced out, if they didn't both go to the same place, we would be okay. Severe injury on the rolls. Losing a leg is okay, but that's if we just lose the leg. Only if it's dismembered does it end enraged. Right? Or is it any... When a survivor suffers any dismembered severe injury. Oh, Vinny. Vinny. Oh, I don't know. That sounds right. It says the attacker is doomed. Lucky wasn't the attacker. Ooh. If we follow directly what the card says. If we follow directly what the card says, then technically, since Lucky isn't the attacker, he would be able to spend survival. I like it. Ugh. Yep. In oh, we only have 1 survival though. So we'll spend it and then we'll have to take the other hit, which is just a light hit to the legs. But we are out of survival now. So we'd better be careful. I believe that Vinny was the only one of our characters to have attacked that turn. He's also our heaviest hitter. But let's see what Bill can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bill, we better dash to get in the blind spot, I think. Just because... Oops. Vinny can't attack again. That was Vinny's surge. Vinny surged and pulled the trap. I'm pretty sure. So Bill is attacking here with Fist and Tooth, looking for that 7+ with 2 dice. We get 1. Oh, oh, nobody look. Nobody look. Oh my gosh, what's happening? It's alright. You guys didn't see it. You didn't see it. I don't know why it spins some cards sometimes. So there is a failure on this. Poor Lucky can't take any more heat, so we need to be nice. Let's add things up real quick. So 6, he does have a -1 toughness. So we need a 3+ to inflict a wound. 3+. Thank goodness. Discarded. Draw face down. And you know we're surging. Looking for that 7+ once again. We got 1. It is fun, but can you imagine how much easier this fight would have been if you could have used a sword? If Titan would have been in here, it would have been... And Enraged wasn't in play. This is crazy. Oh no. Oh, I'm supposed to keep that in play. I need to... So this is one that I forgot to keep in play, so we're going to draw the next one. My bad. Okay, 3+ again. No! Without turning, move the monster 1 space directly away from the attacker. Oh, shit. That's gonna knock Lucky over. Did it say turn to face or just jump away? Directly away from the attacker. Bonk. So now somebody's gonna have to spend... Is it knock back? I thought it was just collision. Isn't it just monster collision, Bill? Am I out of my freaking marbles? Oh, is that how it works? It's different when they're standing on them? I bet you're right. That actually sounds like I'm remembering it. Knockback 5. It's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no! Oh, and he's knocked down, right? He's knocked down, right? Is he not? He is knocked down. Why doesn't it say that? It should definitely say that in there. Suffers collision. Oh, jeez. It's because I was reading the wrong freaking definition. Doofus. Okay. Unfortunately, Lucky was our last survivor able to attack. And now he can't. Because he can't even dash. He's got a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we could encourage him. Let's have Vinny encourage. Stand him back up. And then he can move 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we gotta try to Katar him in the face. 7+ with 5 dice. Come on, Lucky. Three hits. That's pretty good. 1. Oh my gosh. 2, 3. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so he is a Katar proficient, so we can cancel Okay, this says when attacking with the Katar, cancel reactions on the first selected hit location. So does that have to be the first hit location that I solve? Or can I like solve this one, and then cancel the third one because it's the first one I choose? I don't. Hmm. So it has to be literally the first one that I. So I can cancel the reaction on the first card, or. Okay, perfect. Then I'm just going to go for Straining Neck first, and we'll play it as we need it. But we're going to crit these, so it doesn't even matter. I'm not even worried about it. Oh my god. Never mind. So we're not going to crit that one. These both have failures, and they both suck. So we have 3 toughness, 3 strength on the Katars, plus 6. Dude, that's so stupid. We just need a 2+. That sucks so bad. Do the failure first. Yeah, but I was doing this card first, and it didn't have a failure. And then both these last 2 are failures. Right? So I failed the first one with no reaction on it. In order of choice. Right. So I failed that one, and now I'm going for this next one, and I'll cancel the reaction if I fail it. Right? So this is a hit, so I don't have to cancel that. And then this last one. It's a 4. Oh my gosh. If I would have hit all 3, he would have been dead. I don't... Ooh, can Lucky make it through one more attack? Because he can't surge. And there's nothing else we can do. It is what it is. We gotta hope that Lucky can make it through one more attack. Of 2, 3, 4, 4. With no survival. We need some 1, 2s, and 3s right here. Really bad. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. That's what I was saying, and so yeah, we're good. We're on the same page now, Bill, with the Qatar stuff. 1, 2, 3. Just out of curiosity, are you guys watching on phones or on computers? I've always wondered. Yeah, that's trouble. That's 3 full hits worth 4 damage each. That's ugly. That's really bad. Oh, phone on lunch break. Phone. So does the screen look okay for the phone? Because I think it's technically optimized the stream for a desktop. So I'm just wondering. I hope it all looks good for you guys. So we spread this out a bit. So 4 on the waist, 4 on the head, and the legs will be a severe. Hard to see and read the text. Ah, yeah. I wish there was a little bit of a better... I might try to mess with my settings to see. I just feel like it's too bright. Like the whites are too bright, and that makes it hard to read. But, okay, let's see what we got here. We got to get this over with. And you can't see text. Is it because it's too small, or because I need to mess with this, like the video settings? Closer? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Oh boy. Come on, Lucky. Show us something crazy here. Oof. Ooh. That's decent, right? That's gotta be decent. Broken leg. An ear-shattering crunch. Adjacent survivors suffer brain damage. Suffer -1 permanent movement. This injury is permanent and can be recorded twice. Gain a bleed. So let's... Severe injuries. It's a broken leg. Sucks. Yeah, we might be able to fix that. I don't remember if yours was kind of a special situation where we could fix it or what, but there's that. Let's give him a bleed. I'm pretty sure Bill has hemophobia. He does. So Bill will actually be knocked down because of that bleed. So, where's Bill at? So he's knocked. Bill's knocked. And it is literally going to come down to Vinny to kill this lion. And I've got all the confidence in the world. So Vinny's up. Vinny only has to hit once. I ain't even stressing right now. Aside from that hit location card that starts with a T that could be really, really bad. So we're hitting on 1+. Okay, 2. That will do it. Okay. So this has a failure attached. You know what? You're right. Just in case, we're going to have Vinny spend a survival to encourage Bill to his feet. Just in case. That still gives him enough to surge. So this is not for a crit. This is just to add to the strength of our weapon. A 5. So now anything but a 1 will secure this hit. And final hit. 9-10, please. That's huge. Hack off the monster's hand. Spend a survival to treasure this and gain a permanent strength? Yeah, I think yes. Permanent strength to end it. And do we get a resource for that or no? No. We should get that curious hand. But there he is. He's dead. He's dead. Vinny slaughtered him. Vinny, I'm not gonna lie, I think that probably scored probably close to 10 of those hits. That was massively intense. Look at these stats for the level 2. We basically just fought a level 3 White Lion with 3 people. MVP for sure. Titan, we all know that you were there in spirit, watching from the darkness after the gambler destroyed you. We are... And we get a couple extra resources for the level 2. Little bump. So, let's get in here. So what I don't like is that we're raking in 2 hunt XP now for each one. I've always had an issue with that. Titan 2 is incoming. So, I don't know. That's always kind of frustrating to me. It will get Vinny to age, which is good. And we're definitely doing a sword proficiency there. But I think... Did we decide that this does take care of everything for us? So Vinny will achieve age 1. Good. Turn in advance here. Now let's get our goodies, our rewards. 4 basic and 6 white lion. Yes, please. These have already been shuffled. So 1, 2, yes, yeah. Sorry. So Vinny, when I said he technically hits on 1+, I do get that the 1 is always a critical fail, but that's just, you're just crazy accurate with that sword. So that was 2, 3, 4. No love juice. Were we even close? Not even close to a love juice. We had some nightmare scenes with intimacy last week. They're enough to keep me up at night. Alright, let's shuffle these up. We get 6. 1. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was really hoping to get more bones so that we could have gotten the weapon crafter there, but it is what it is. Okay. Goes in there. Let's get age done for Vinny real quick. Maybe get another permanent strength. So in here, since you're now 2, we are going to give you the weapon proficiency of sword. You do have to start over with it though, that sucks. Ah, sorry you gotta go back to work, Vinny. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Oops. We'll catch you next week. Hopefully. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Now we do need to roll 2 dice for this. Do something cool here. Double lanterns. 14. Does that get us out of that fighting art category? No. 1 random fighting art for Vinny. Could be something cool. Double dash. During your act once per round, you may spend your activation to gain another movement. Can come in handy. I don't think Vinny did come from the loins of Bill. Let me check. It should say his parents, no? Lucky and Varda were Bill's parents. Or Vinny's parents. And then that's the random fighting art. Now, okay, cool. Now we just have to draw a random one of these scary things that always gives me anxiety. Can't believe you love these, Bill. Uh-oh. 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 That one can be really bad. Rivalry. If there are less than 2 returning survivors, discard rivalry. Select 2 random returning survivors. They begin to argue, and their screams rouse the settlement. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a 1 through 3. I think we can heal the gaping chest wound somehow. I mean, obviously, a 9 and 10 would be a big win. So we got to get our universal cards out. So to do that, we're just gonna do 1, 2, and 3. 1 being Bill, 2 being Lucky, 3 being Vinny, the order they're in here. So 1, 2, So we'll pick the two survivors that are rivals. Lucky and Bill. Oh boy. And we're rolling a d10. And we've been rolling hot the last half of the stream, so we are rolling that 9-10. We are rolling it. 9-10. Have faith. Oh! Oh! 8. One short. The gaping chest wound. And we have to add it next year? That's so shitty. Two rivals immediately come to blows. Randomly choose one to suffer the gaping chest wound and add it next year. That's actually crazy. So does this mean that we don't have to do a random one next year? We have to do that one plus a random one. Add and a random. That sucks. Okay. Bill, do you want evens or odds? I'll let you choose. You're going to be one and Luck you'll be the other. Okay. Evens. This is for who receives the chest wound. So evens, Bill will receive it. Odds, Lucky will receive it. Where was that last roll? Bill receives the gaping chest wound. We may need to look at starting over, Bill. I don't know. All it is -1 permanent strength. That's okay. Can you fix that in bed? Dude, I swear there's something you can fix the gaping chest wound. It's not bad, but there's something. I know that there's some way we can get rid of it. We'll find it. Okay. Yeah, Bill does need to get rid of that sword disability if we're going to be able to take him back out. Oh, he was really close to proficiency too. Okay. Yeah, we can live with the -1 permanent strength for now. Okay. So now we're to our settlement phase with 6 endeavors and kind of a ton of leather. Especially since that shimmering mane can count for 2 hide. I meant hide, not leather. Get that out of here. Okay. Pretty good haul. Don't forget the mystery meat. What do you mean everyone gets it, Bill? Alright, let's go ahead and spend a monster hide, a monster organ, and a monster bone. And an endeavor to innovate. What are we even looking for anymore? I don't remember. Is it sculpture? I don't know. Nightmare training, pictograph, sacrifice, and scrap smelting. Oh, the sword proficiency. Yeah. So Nightmare Training. I do like that one. That's kind of cool. Gain +1 weapon proficiency level. That's nice. +1 permanent accuracy or strength is also nice. That's not the worst option. Pictograph. Can now run away. No, thank you. Sacrifice has a death ritual. 1 -2 population. Oh my gosh. 2 through 3 Screamer. Grim Acceptance. Remove one of your disorders. Dude, that's terrible. Sacrifice is awful. And scrap smelting, we might even be able to special innovate that this phase with the resources we got. Because we can special innovate it for 2 scrap, 5 bone, 5 organ. Yeah, I guess I could see that, Bill. I'm thinking Nightmare Training. Let's go ahead and add that. Okay. Rolling with 5 endeavors right now. How's our population? 11 with 7 and 4. Our resources, what do we have in storage? Oh, you got a lot in storage. I think that the 2 scrap resources are also the 2 iron resources. And I don't want to use iron to as scrap. Yeah, they are. I guess, well, should we do scrap smelting? No, right? Should we go back and choose scrap smelting instead of nightmare training? Because then we could build the blacksmith. But we don't have the 3 scrap either, so I'm not going to worry about that for now. Does anyone have 4 survival? Probably. Hump has 3. Why? What's up? What are you thinking? So I don't think we're going to do duel. That's horrible. That's also horrible. I think I do want scraps. Do we? Okay. So let's I think we maybe do. Just cuz we need the blacksmith, you know. We're going to need it more than maybe some proficiency points. So what if we added scrap smelting and got rid of nightmare training? It's probably a better option. Not that we can even we can't really build the blacksmith right now just because we're short on scrap. So we need to make sure to try to find some scrap, which is the like the bone pickaxe special event. Okay, how do we want to spend our endeavors? We could build an entire set of leather gear, but I don't know if we need to. Because this is nice for survival, and for our bowmen, they're light. That's good to have. Trying to trigger intimacy is never a bad idea. I was trying to find that one. We were getting rid of the disorders. Okay, it was bloodletting. So we have to get an 8 plus to be cured. So here's the disorder remover. But we have to get an 8 plus. We don't have a high enough population for sacrifice. We need to remember Shrine too. Yeah, but sacrifice gets rid of our populations, and we don't have that to spare right now. Oh, we can also scrap scavenge. That's how you can find broken lanterns. That's tough. Super tough. We only have 5 endeavors. Let's try twice to get rid of our disorder with breathing a vein. Let's at least try once. I'm thinking twice. So we have to spend a resource and roll a d10. And this is for Bill. Easy with the 3 times there, pal. We don't want to bleed ourselves dry for this guy, no matter how much we like him. Here's one of our endeavors. We need an 8 plus. We were struggling to get this when it was 6 plus. Oh! Huge. Huge. Absolutely monstrous. 6 insanity, and we're getting rid of that disorder. See you later, alligator. Oh gosh. You need immortality or whatever that is. That'd be crazy. So we're going to get rid of that one. Now, I don't know if we're going to keep going to get rid of hemophobia. I mean, I would like it gone. It definitely has to be gone before we fight the Butcher level 2. We can't take you to fight the Butcher if you have hemophobia. But I would also really like to get the Blacksmith built. Maybe a little intimacy as well. We only have 4. We do need the Blacksmith. So do we try to get some scrap together? So if we go to the weapon crafter, 6 through 9, that's pretty good. So we just need a 6 through 9. We'll go once here. So 1. Okay. So that was a success. It doesn't, I did check, it doesn't fix the gaping chest wound. That gives us a scrap broken lantern. What is the one that does? I couldn't find it, so I don't think we have it yet. That's the problem. Or I would have looked to heal that already. I know there is something, I just don't remember what it is. It's nothing in here, unfortunately. What do we need to build the blacksmith? Oh, that's going to be in scrap smelting. do kind of need that monster grease, don't I? So we need 3 scrap and 6 bones. Let's try for another scrap. 6 through 9. Sweet. Another scrap. W. So we could also do this. Let's keep this in mind. I think it's the organ grinder. No, must be the skinnery. Something. One of them lets us, or the stone circle. I think that's what it is. Harvest ritual. So we can spend any number of monster resources to draw that many in basic, which could possibly get us love juice or love juice or scrap or anything like that. So I almost want to turn this, like keep this, because that could be too hide. But then we could take this, 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 and we don't need sinew for another bow. And we could draw 5 new basic resources and possibly get some scrap, some love juice. I kind of like that idea. Let's do that. I don't think I'm too crazy, so spend that. Oh yeah, good point. 3, so that's 5. What else do we have in storage, especially for the white lion? Nothing for white lion. Screaming antelope. I don't think so, but I do want to keep the bones because we need bones for the we need bones for making the yeah, but bones aren't really that rare. Should I get rid of those 3 bones from the antelope as well? So that's 5 total right now. Toss in the bones. Maybe I should do these 2 bones as well then. Should I toss in these bones and the antelope bones? Okay. So 5, that makes 6, 7. And then 8, 9, 10. So I get 10 basic resources right now. Let's shuffle these up. Alright. 1. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No love juice? That is actually shocking. It was the next one. They stacked them in the bottom against us, Bill. There's less than 10 cards left. Wow. Okay. Well, we can build the blacksmith, but it will cost us. Does it cost us an innovation to do it through scrap smelting? Yeah, it does. To build the blacksmith. Well, let's do it. That was kind of our goal. We did get the -1 population this time around, but so 1, 2, and 1 out of our storage. 3. And then 6 bones. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we didn't get very many bones back, Bill. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. We do 4, 5, but then we gotta pull one more bone out. Oh, and it'd be a hollow wing bone. Fine, 6. Or we could use the perfect... No, I'm gonna keep the hollow wing bone because the perfect bone doesn't do anything for us. Like, we don't have the perfect slayer, and it looks like they really started using perfect material in the gambler's chest, so doesn't really help us. And now we have the blacksmith. Let's find that beast. I'm excited about that. We have a couple pieces of iron. I'm almost hoping we can get the lantern sword. If I could get, like, Bill the lantern sword or so. Oh, so strong. So lantern sword is 4 iron, 4 bone. Nothing is better than steel sword. Have you seen what the lantern sword is? Have you used it? It's crazy. It's got the steel sword plus some. Let me show you. Let me get you in on this. We're going to talk about it. There you are. I do get what you're saying, but this is only 3. It also has sharp, but it's you're only rolling 3, and it's still got an accuracy of 5. I don't know. I think any weapon that has not cumbersome, but devastating is gonna be devastating's pretty crazy. And I think that only the Zanbato and like the Perfect Slayer have devastating, but can build what? What's 1 iron? Whoa! Oh my gosh, I thought it said 4 iron. What was I looking at? We don't have 4 bones. Oh. That's the only thing stopping us from having it is bones. Out of bone. But we could possibly get it before we go fight the butcher level 2. I think it will just replace the scrap sword wherever it goes. Because we'll leave the steel sword, but I think it would replace the scrap sword. You said the scrap shield is good too? Okay. Well, there we go. We have no more endeavors for intimacy or anything along those lines. Next week, I don't know. I think I'd rather fight another level 2 lion over the level 2 antelope. Because if that's the case, we could take Bill. We might be able to build something, but can we? Iron organ scrap. Does the polishing lantern get us anything? Here, let's just move this over here. Thinking level 2 white lion for next week, though. Beacon shield is wild. Dragon Slayer has devastating, but it's also frail, which is not cool. Lantern dagger. A pair of daggers would be sweet, but monster grease. Okay, here's the polishing lantern. Oh, you can ignore early iron. Very cool. You can spend your activation to polish the edge of your or an adjacent survivor's finesse weapon. It gains +4 strength for its next attack. Wow. And that's pretty good. We don't necessarily need to get it before we get the sword. So scrap shield, block 1. So it's just better for attacking. I think if you were going for a shield proficiency, which I've actually never looked at what the shield proficiency is. So with a shield, you're no longer knocked down after collision. That's sweet. While a shield is in your gear grid, add 1 to all hit locations. Okay. Most of them do that already, but not all of them. Then the mastery, when a shield master is adjacent to a survivor that is targeted, they may swap spaces on the board. The master must have a shield to perform this. Oh, does it add 2? Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good as well. Alright, well, we are right about at 2 hours and 15 minutes, so Bill, thank you kindly for tuning in and everybody else that was a part of the live tonight. Let's go ahead and plan tentatively on fighting the White Lion level 2 next week, just so that we can get some XP, some weapon proficiency points, and be ready for the Butcher level 2 the following week. I am at a bachelor party for one of my high school friends next weekend that's out of town, but we should be back Sunday afternoon. So there will be a stream. Let's plan on 7. But if not, if something crazy happens and we don't get back in time, that's why we won't be. There wouldn't be an episode next week, but I'm pretty confident that there will be. So we do need to talk. There will be a break the following week. My wife and I are going to Disneyland, so we will not be. I will not be streaming October 8th, I think it is, because I'll be in Disneyland. So I'll have to catch back up the following week. I know it's going to be a good, like, next 3 weeks for me, but it's been long coming, so I need to roll some Lantern 10s and hope that all the traveling goes well. I live in Idaho, so it is a bit of a drive for us to get all the way to California, but it's a good time. So, for work right now, I am. One second. Let's switch to this. So for work right now, I am working at a funeral home while I finish up school at the university here in Idaho. You're in Helena, huh? Well, well, well. Not too far away. That's what, like 4, 5 hours? I've actually only been to Montana once, and it was to go play a baseball team down there. Yeah, the work isn't great. I'm on call for this funeral home. Yeah, absolutely, Bill. We'll have to find some time. That'd be a lot of fun, man. Funeral home, I'm mostly just on call during the week, and then have weekends off. But I'm covering for our weekend guy, because he's covering for me when I go to the party. So, take me out to the ranch. Heck yeah, dude, that'd be sweet. We'll have to set something up, get it in the books. It'd have to be around my stupid college schedule, but very doable. Okay, man. Well, till next week. Good luck in all of your endeavors this week. Roll lots of Lantern 10s. Thanks for tuning in to the Hits and Crits Gaming stream. We hope to see you next time.